Hey filmmaker Chung here. In this video we're going to show you how to do handheld hyperlapses. So this is the setup that I'm using, the Sony a7R II with the Loa 12mm f2.8. The main reason for that is that we want to over capture and also we're going to stabilize it in post. So we do really want to over capture more than we really need and not get like the precise framing, because if you do get precise framing and you stabilize it in post, it can cut off corners of things because it crops in to stabilize it. So we want to capture slightly more than we really need, and it should after stabilizing, if it's still too much, we can crop in, because this is such a high megapixel photo that comes out of here. We're actually looking like an 8K image instead of using a 24 or lower resolutions. You will have more 4 to 5K, and might be enough, but if you're outputting in 4K, you might be close to the limit. So with this being 8K, we have a lot of room to play with. Main thing of actually capturing the hyperlapses, there are a few things that we need. The first thing is we want to use guidelines and also the leveler on the screen. So we have enabled us to use the guideline to aim precisely at a certain point, that we're always going to take photos aiming at that one point. And another thing is using the leveler, so the camera is always leveled. The other thing is we are not going to use the back screen of the camera, because holding it like this, your hands can move up and down, and that is going to cause some changes that can't be fixed in post. So we want to keep the height of the camera the same. So normally when we use a monopod, we actually keep the height the same using the monopod. But because we are going to use this handheld, the best way to keep the height always the same is use the EVF and look through the EVF. So it's going to be always at your own eye height. Walking and keeping the same distance every time, we just use our own feet to measure. So always use one step and then another step. So that is the easiest way to keep the distance the same without needing to see markers on the floor. Because if you're in a forest or it's a full asphalt road, so you can't really see tiles, it's easiest to use your own feet as measurements. It's not really a lot of difficult things, but you do need to use a lot of time. So for me, I take around 25 to 75 shots. So it takes pretty much 15 minutes to 45 minutes to do a hyperlapse. So pretty much I don't really suggest doing these handheld hyperlapses when you don't have the time actually planned in for it. So when I really use these hyperlapses is when I'm hired to do architectural photography, and we just plan in time to do these hyperlapses. But mainly for these architectural videos, we are using or doing it in a big team with several videographers. So I'm just pretty much hired to do only the hyperlapses instead of doing also other kind of shots. But at events, I don't really suggest to do hyperlapses like this, because you are just using a lot of time and you might miss a lot of really cool shots if you are busy doing this, because you're basically locked down for 15 minutes to do this one shot, and or 45 minutes to do this one shot. So, and you're literally using 45 minutes to do a 3-second shot instead of filming a lot of different shots instead. Your arms get tired really fast doing this, especially you're holding a camera and holding it like this for 45 minutes is quite difficult than having it on a monopod. But I do see there is a lot of benefits doing it handheld, because it's a small setup. You don't have a monopod or a tripod around, and also at certain areas where you can't use a monopod or a tripod, it makes it much easier. So that was mainly it, how to do handheld hyperlapses. Hope you guys found this video quite helpful, and if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button here below, and also make sure to hit that bell icon so you're always updated when I post a new video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.